Everyone, on the behalf of SGM College Karad and HRDC SPPU Pune, I welcome you all in this second session. I feel immense pleasure to introduce my mentor, Honorable Dr. S.S. Mahajan sir, resource person of this second session. Dr. Mahajan sir, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce and Management, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Dr. Mahajan sir completed MCOM, MPhil, NET, and PhD, as well as Dr. Mahajan sir is completed training on teaching summer school and research summer school from IIM Kolkata. Dr. Mahajan sir completed orientation course and refresher course from Goa University and 2 refresher course from Pune University. Then Dr. Mahajan sir at present Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sir is working as a professor and head at the Department of Commerce and Management, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sir has contributed through his leadership to the development of the department for more than 10 years in the capacity of head of the department. Dr. Mahajan sir has worked as a teacher, researcher, and academic administrator in professional career of 27 years. Sir can work on his own initiative as a leader or member of a team, and his proven leadership skill involving managing and developing, motivating teams to achieve their objectives in teaching, research, and extension and managing activities in higher education. Sir has contributed to the enhancement of quality in research of commerce and management and university development in various areas. Sir has worked as a member of RRC of several universities like Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Savitribai Phule University, Pune, Mumbai University, then SNDT Women's University. Then Sir has worked as a member of BOS, Vocational Commerce at Savitribai Phule University, Pune. At present, Sir is working as a BOS accountancy member at Bhumi Bhabha University, Mumbai. Dr. Mahajan sir has published 48 research papers in reputed journal and presented 68 papers at national and international conferences. Dr. Mahajan sir has completed 3 minor research projects sponsored by Shivaji University, Distance Education Council, and Bank of India. Sir has also completed 3 major research projects funded by UGC, ICSSR, and IMPRESS respectively. Under Sir's guidance, 15 PhD students are completed their research and 13 students are completed their MPhil degrees. Then, as well as academic administrator, Dr. Mahajan sir has worked as head of the department, dean, faculty of commerce, then member of council, academic council, member of senate, and chairman of BOS accountancy. Sir is an assessor and worked as a member of peer team NAC Bangalore. Recently, Sir is promoted as a senior professor by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. I request to Honorable Dr. S.S. Mahajan sir to deliver the lecture. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Nagnath.
Thank you, sir.
At the beginning, I should thank and coordinator of this FDP, Dr. A.K. Patil, then Nagnath Bansude, other faculty members, and also I am thankful to UGC HRD Center, Savitribai Phule Pune University, especially Sadhguru Gadge Maharaj College, Karad, has organized this faculty development program and invited me and given opportunity to discuss with the faculty members throughout India who are participated in this faculty development program. It is my immense pleasure to be with you today. And I think this topic is related to commerce and management, but broadly for useful for all the social sciences. Because as the organizers have given me the responsibility to take the session on research areas of commerce and management. And I definitely assure you that at the end of our discussion, we will reach to the definite conclusion of specific area of research. As I would like to tell you here that research is the particular thing that we do with our own aspiration, with own need, even with own requirement, or also the feelings. Now, most of the times, the researcher as teachers, they come to conduct research with their own feelings, and that is again the important matter of their passion. So how they are coming in research with passion. Today, as there are many areas, and I have divided my presentation and discussion in two parts. At the beginning, I will discuss why such a deliberations are required. One part will have different areas, and second part will have how to reach from the areas to a particular research problem. So, because discussing many areas, that may be such a lecture, popular lecture, but how it will be useful to the researcher or teacher in their own particular research, that we have to discuss. As you know, the research in commerce and management we are discussing, and the commerce teachers or management teachers may think that this is a independent discipline or faculty, so we are discussing these areas and we are isolated. Social science teachers will think that we have no any relation with these areas. Science and technology teachers also will think that we have no any role in this commerce and management. But friends, this is not the same. Actually, we are not isolated. We means the areas in commerce and management. They are not isolated as independent areas. Because these areas are part of social sciences basically, and all the subjects and functional areas of commerce and management have emerged from different social sciences. That is the important thing that we have to understand at the beginning. And as we always discuss, and it is the reality that there is interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary perspective with other social sciences that commerce and management we have. For example, economics, psychology, sociology, political science, history, etc. All these subjects are very much near and involved in commerce and management. Another thing is that we have also interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary perspectives with science and technology too. Why? Because when there are developments in the economies and society at large, definitely all different subjects have a specific dimension in research of commerce and management, because the business environment, if we look at the business environment, basically has this multidisciplinary perspective. And because of that, the research areas in commerce and management are interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary in nature. And that's why when any person as a researcher in commerce and management want to study human resource management or marketing, he should learn first psychology. He also read about sociology, because the topics or particular research areas have definitely the influence of, or you can say, the intersect of knowledge from those areas, those subjects. And that's why I think we have to discuss this matter. If we start from the topics from or research areas from the research in marketing, as you know, marketing is also discussed in economics. It is also discussed with social problems in sociology, and in different subjects it can be discussed or it can be addressed by the researchers. But I think if we have such a collaboration with other subjects, or if we read more and more about that perspective, interdisciplinary perspective or multidisciplinary perspective, then the specific researcher in a specific functional area of commerce and management will definitely have a future and in a particular area. Now, if we have marketing as a research area, you can see what are the research areas in marketing. Research on products. Specifically, research on products will have different topics. We can open a topic about product qualities or the performance of that particular product, or physical and psychological characteristics of products, or we can see the determining uses of existing products. Means the product is launched with one purpose, but in a particular society, that product may be used by the people for different purposes. So uses of a product is also a particular topic for the research. Then comparative study of competitive products. Then the detecting consumer problems or consumers problems related to product, that is also a topic. Determining need for developing new products, that may be taken into account as the research area. Then the area that may be topic under this particular umbrella, assessing success of new product in market, or market testing, you may say. Then product life cycle and consumer adoption study, or study on branding, packaging, labeling, after sale services, and remarking. That can be taken as a topic. Then the second area in the marketing we can consider as research on market itself. Research on market itself. how it can be considered as what is we can see the defining and selecting target market, because this is very important area in marketing. Different organizations are very much, business organizations are very much interested in this area. And so defining and selecting target market, that may be a topic. Needs and wants of target market. Then size and location of current market. That is also important for the formulation of future strategies in a particular market. Then assessing the current market trends and projecting the future trend. That is important for planning and strategy formulation in marketing. And that's why such a study is done. As you know, in commerce and management, or broadly called business studies, the research is not only for the academic purpose, but there is corporate implication or the field implication, you can say, not only for the government policy, but also for the business organizations. They may implement your recommendations, your suggestions in their business organization. And so the implication of your study is more important in this perspective, and the particular study, outcome of the study will be definitely applied in the field, applied in the business. And that's why our research, what we are doing, that is applicable in business itself. Then the analysis of territorial store sales opportunities and potential, how identifying that potential, then setting sales territories and sales quotas to particular territory. Market share analysis is again important area. Then studies on relative profitability of different markets, that is useful for decision making in these organizations, and also for developing different theories for decision making. It may be useful. Then estimating demand of new product, that is also useful. Then third area in marketing for research, that is sales in sales methods and policies, under which we can take some topics or examples of topics. Study and analysis of sales record, because on the basis of sales record, the plan can be made. That is possible, and accordingly you can have the particular research to be conducted, and you will have the specific area like analysis of sales territories in terms of products, or size of orders, time, then terms and conditions and methods also are to be considered. Then the study of activities of and what is the effectiveness of salesmen, that is also very interesting area, because whole performance of marketing depends upon such human resource, and that's why so studies are important in this perspective. Evaluating existing selling methods, that is also for important for your control purpose in marketing. Then sales force management, including size, compensation, training, their control, etc. And even the study on effect of various promotional tools such as advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and publicity, tools on sales, etc. And the organization structure of sales department, that is also a topic for study. Then one more area of research on advertisement under marketing you can consider. You know, advertising is one of the powerful methods of market promotion, and it is again having a special and separate functional area is to be considered. And you can have some examples or topics under this particular umbrella of advertising, comparative study of various elements of promotion, then advertising objectives, then media selection. As you know, nowadays, traditional advertisement is not running. The particular thing you can observe, along with newspaper advertisement, the advertisement on television, advertisement on different media, social media platforms, that is now becoming important because the technology is changing, and in that different type of media already entered in human life. And that's why this change is observed. I will give you very important example of research in marketing of advertisement. You may remember in your early years, we observed the advertisements every advertisement having female character. At that time, that was decided by the people working in advertisement that every advertisement should have female character for making that promotion effective. But time to time or step by step, it is changing. How it is changing? Now that switched over to the children. Now you can see most of the advertisements are with the children. The characters of children are included in the advertisement. Why this change is there in the advertisement? We can understand that the research was conducted, and the finding that research told to the experts that the children are influencing the purchase decision of parents. The children are influencing purchase decision of parents, and they are the members in the family, means children are the members in the family observing television at higher level of time. Means the time what they are spending is more than the other family members. And because of that, the effect of advertisements made on the television or social media will affect the children, and children will have influence in purchase decision of family. And that's why the advertisements, what we are observing now, include the characters of children. Because when the children will observe that advertisement, he will see in that particular advertisement himself or herself, and if he or she like that product or service, definitely he will promote, or he or she will endorse your product to their parents. And that is the idea behind this research of advertisement. Then there is social aspect of advertisement also. For example, what is the negative effect and what is the positive effect of advertisement on society at large? Or another thing you can take, advertising role in different stages of product life cycle, how at what stage, how advertisement is made, in which form, on which platform, in which area, that we have to decide, and for that purpose research is required. Then government restrictions on advertisement or advertising is also a different area which is not that much touched by the researcher. The government restrictions on advertising is very important for businesses as well as the society at large. Then study on cost and contribution of advertising that product. That is so it is very much useful for evaluating even effectiveness of the advertisement, and this will be applied research because is useful for the business directly. Their decisions are dependent on such type of research. Then competitors advertising practices and strategy. This is again important area for decision making. Then next area of research in marketing, if you see, that is study on pricing objectives or the consumer satisfaction with related to pricing, physical distribution and distribution channel. Means distribution is also one more area of research under marketing. Role of distribution decisions in achieving marketing goals, comparative study of between direct and indirect distribution, physical distribution and ancillary services, then various types of distribution channels and which is appropriate channel for a particular product, that also can be considered. The relevant factors affecting the distribution channel decision or channel decision or selection, what that affect. Then comparing companies distribution strategies with competitors. Then relevance on of online marketing, legal issues related to distribution. Then there is one more research area, that is business environment and corporate responsibilities, under which we can have a business analysis related to demand, national income, per capita income, trade and industry, economic growth rate, fiscal monetary policies, import export policy. And on the basis of this business environmental factors, you can have the business analysis which is required basically for the business decisions. And short-term and long-term business forecasting is also required. Then technological aspects, what the changing technology and what is the emerging technology in business, that we have to take into consideration. If we do not look at the changes, the particular business house will have difficulty definitely in the future. So they have to consider and adopt technology, and because of that, technological aspects are also to be considered by the business houses, and so we have to consider for it for the researcher too. The availability and quality of productive resources, impacts of legal provisions, consumerism and consumer rights, that is also very important area. Even Government of India is giving funding for such type of topics. Social and cultural values affecting business policies, pollution and ecological imbalances, climate change, you can consider the responsibility of business or social responsibility of business. What are the social cost of the business? On that matter, we have to take into consideration what the projects the corporate sector or businesses can take out as a social responsibility project. Or you can have also the evaluation of CSR projects. That is also a topic. Then I will come to the next functional area in the research of business studies or research of commerce and management, that is accounting and finance, or research in accounting and finance. You can have alternative accounting standards, means what are the current accounting standards and what will be the alternative accounting standard for a particular thing that can be taken into consideration. Then analysis forecast for the purpose of investors decisions. You can have the analysis on the basis of your data, accounting data. Then accounting disclosures for capital markets, that what are the disclosure and how the disclosures are affecting on capital market or the investor at different levels, and which disclosures are affecting, whether the voluntary disclosures are affecting or mandatory disclosures are affecting. That is also important. Then management disclosure incentives, that manages incentives for disclosure accounting information is also a research. And nowadays, if we look at the reports, corporate reports, we can have lot of information is given in the reports, annual reports and other reports. So you can have look in that particular aspect of disclosure, and you will have research in the particular topic. The insider trading is also one topic that is very important area in the accounting and finance, that this type of research examines the disclosure rules and what affect the trading behavior, and what are the restrictions on insider trading in respect of the capital market. That is also important thing. Then auditors' opinion decisions, or auditing social constructed and influenced process, that can be considered. It's not, auditing is not only related to a particular business organization, as it is having a socially constructed or influenced process, because some issues are raised by the auditor, definitely it will affect on the all stakeholders of the organization and consequently the society. So that is important thing. Effects of regulation on financial institution decisions. That's what financial institutions decision is coming, and what is the effect of it on the particular regulation is coming, and how the effect will be there on financial institutions decision. For example, if RBI has given a new policy, or the Department of Financial Services have issued any circular, what is the effect of that on financial institutions, or like banks or NBFCs? What is the effect of that? That may be research area. Then investment management is also a different area. Tax policy is also area. In particularly in accounting, you can have the study on current accounting standards, or you can have what is the value of live information to the accountant, or what is the dilemma in ethics of accounting, that may be taken into consideration. Even if you have study on accounting softwares, or this the different government regulations are there in respect of financial reporting. The integrated reporting is also another area which is recently emerged in accounting, and we have to work on it. In particular, even integrated accounting, again there are some parts which can be what is ecological aspect in accounting, that what social accounting is there, That it means there are different aspects of that integrated accounting that can be having a separate area for research or a separate topic for research. Then most effective method to upgrade accounting system, that is also a very important area. Then what are the latest developments in software companies and accounting respectively? And then what is internet based accounting software and how it is coming, because now not only Tally is accounting, but cloud computing is also helping accounting. So cloud based accounting is a concern that can be taken into consideration. As cryptocurrency came into existence, so blockchain technology entered into accounting. So there are different such topics are there along with accounting and technology can be taken together. Then the large corporation, they are interested in reducing taxes and reducing the cost. So how accounting can help them with legal and ethical perspective, how they can help such organization. And avoiding financial frauds is also important thing that which can be taken under the forensic accounting. We can take the even historical prospect is there for today's accounting practices. Then international effects, markets, how they affect on the managerial accounting or basic accounting. Then earning management is also one of the area in accounting. Then how to improve the small businesses productivity by accounting software, that is also the topic. Popular accounting theories, how they can be used for business and performance can be improved. Return on investment, ROI or payback, such type of effective techniques, how they can be used for capital budgeting, or what is the role of forensic accountant in a particular area in their term of references. Auditing process can be how it can be made easier by forensic accounting, how it will be forensic accounting conduct their investigations, that is also to be important research areas. Risk-based accounting is also area. There such type of many topics may be there and areas of accounting. And I would like to tell you, asset liability management is also one of the area for research. Audit of non-profit organizations is also very important area, as they are criticized for the financial crisis or scams in non-profit organizations like NGOs. And that's why such type of topics are very important as far as accounting and auditing is concerned. Financial disclosures we have discussed. Then fair value measurement is also very important concern for accounting and finance research, because the cost concept was there in Indian accounting standards, but as IFRS has come, now the fair value accounting or fair value measurement become important in accounting, and how it is to be adopted in the accounting, that is the concern, and so the research is required there. Then we can come to slide within a few minutes of time. We can come to the next area of commerce and management, that is human resource management. And it is the emotional intelligence, as you know, when see here, if we take the human resource management, The students immediately took out what are the HRM practices like selection, recruitment, training, and so on. So they are traditional topics, and they are already done by many students. I will say that we have to find out new things, and minutely you have to enter into that particular HRM practice basically. So you can have the emotional intelligence is the area, leadership styles, employee productivity, organizational culture, organizational performance. Then, as far as leadership is concerned, transformational leadership or servant leadership, how it is recent changes and what are the adoption of such type of styles in the different organizations worldwide during the pandemic. That is also a topic for us. Then work-life balance, employee engagement, work culture, performance management, performance measurement, HR analytics, employee engagement, HR metrics and organizational performance, strategic HRM, and aligning HR with the businesses. Then human resource information systems, managing Generation Y, micromanagement leadership styles, psychological contract, employee citizen behavior, talent management, cognitive aspects of decision making, emotional factors in human relations, then compensation and benefits, innovation in human capital and employee competencies, then evaluation of training program. This is again an important area because people take the topics related to HR, especially training, but they do not know what are the models of evaluation, what are the methods of evaluation. They have to understand it, and you can take this type of topics for evaluation of training programs, and that if we conduct research and it may apply, it can be applied in the field actually, because they are useful for the business houses. Then quality of work life is again a very important area of HRM. High performance work practices and important workplace outcomes, that is becoming significant in the time of pandemic. And HRM, legal environment, workplace diversity, green HRM is again important area coming. Role of HRM in organization innovation process. Then childcare improvement, workers productivity and moral, best methods to resolve workplace conflicts. Then pros and cons of hiring recent college graduates, because new generation HRM should consider about coming generation. Integration of technology with HR function, then empowering employees with big data, employee development, disruptive HR, office politics. Office politics is ignored by the HRM researchers, but it should be taken into account, and they have to work on it, because in the different sectors, this office politics is a very important area of research. Attitude and productivity, occupational mobility and global mobility. The teachers from sociology and commerce, they can come together and they can conduct such type of research. Attitude and productivity, the teacher of psychology and commerce, they can come together, or management, they can come together and conduct this research. So employee journalism, the teacher in journalism or mass communication and commerce and management, they can come together and conduct such type of research. Agile HRM, is a very important area now during the pandemic. All functions are now to be agile, and so this agile HRM is also to be considered. Reverse mentoring, virtual teaming, then predictive HR analytics, they may be taken into account for consideration. Then we can go to the research areas in operations. They may be operations and logistic management areas, or production service in supply chain or healthcare operations, planning and control of production system, industrial services on operation research. I would like to tell you, my dear friends, during the pandemic, when lockdown was there, people were at the home, but the food items and other items were reaching to your home. How it was possible? It is only due to supply chain management and operation management. What is including supply chain management, you can say distribution and supply chain management. So these are very important areas in not only the business organization, but society at large. If there was no such a distribution system with the businesses, or the supply chain management was not made properly, it was very difficult for us to survive in the lockdown. So you can understand this significance of such functions, business functions in society at large. Under the operation management areas, there may be digital transformation is there, smart government initiatives are there, digital leadership linking to virtual teams and self-organized teams are there. Then COVID-19 impacted on digital transformation, that you can consider. Cross-functional collaborations are also there. Then the value of data and interdependencies in decision making. Machine learning techniques in supply chain management, that is also there. As I told you, there may be interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary perspective with science and technology. So technology, machine learning is coming from technology and helping to the businesses. So in supply chain management, how machine learning techniques are to be used, that can be conducted. A management teacher and or commerce teacher and electronics teacher, they can come together and conduct such type of research. Then sustainable project management is also the next area under operations management. That you can see how this SPM model can be applied for dimensions of different dimensions of a project. Even how blockchain can useful for sustainable project management, or what are the factors affecting in application of efficient supply management system or sustainable product project management. So that can be considered. Then IoT, Internet of Things, and Industry 4.0 and big data, that is also concern for the businesses. Or you can take the marketing, human resource, or accounting, finance, all areas, even operations management. IoT is coming. Already it has come in some organizations. And Industry 4.0 is a revolution like when computer entered in 1980s in the businesses. Similarly, now IoT is entering into businesses. That you can also consider the big data, how it has influence. Even in accounting, we have to include this in the curriculum itself. What is big data and what is implication of it in the accounting? Then application of IoT in logistics, there are challenges. Then implementation of IoT in different industries, what are the challenges and how it can be useful, what are the success factors, enablers, and the big data and impact on different functional areas. Evaluation of technology use in modern supply chain management, extension of supply chain management through Industry 4.0, impact of Industry 4.0 on supply chain management, implementation of e-logistics in supply chain operations. Such type of different topics may be considered. There are many topics we can take into account, but important thing is that how we are going to discuss those topics and how we are considering them for our research. As I assured you that there may be different consideration, there may be different points. As I want to tell you, there are banking and finance services sector, and in which we can have different topics or different points to be considered: financial education, branchless banking, virtual banking, or data archival repositories, or core banking, treasury and forex management, Islamic banking, corporate and retail banking, microfinance, credit appraisal and loans, mobile banking, internet banking, ATM and POS machines. They are coming. Even QR code and financial services is also area. Then SWIFT and remittances, they are also that is also a different area. So I always ask, we do the research for what purposes? Why we do research? We do research to sustain academic and professional reputation in knowledge-based economy. We align academic activities with economic development of region. It means it is not only for our own academic and professional reputation, but also to be contributed to economic development. So now the apex bodies like UGC and other agencies, they are asking us as academicians, what are the outcomes of your research? And that we will have in future. We should attach the report to our thesis, that what will be the outcome and implication of this research in business or for the society or for the government. Another thing is that to retain, the purpose of research is to retain and improve the position and status, attract and retain high quality faculty and students, and also to maintain cutting edge curriculum and creating stimulating learning environment. So if we consider the finance area, as I started to explore, in Journal of Finance, what is the topmost journal in finance area? If we take 25 citations in the top 25 citations in the just a minute, last 5 years, then they are coming under different areas. For investment, 8 papers are there. For sentiment analysis, 5 papers are there. For corporate finance, 4 papers are there. High frequency finance or market microstructure, 4 papers are there. For risk management, 3 papers are there. And for behavioral finance, 1 paper is there. On the basis of this classification, area-wise classification of research papers, we can identify that the top areas in the journal are investment, sentiment analysis, corporate finance, and high frequency finance. So why that have importance given worldwide that we have to think about it. And accordingly, we can come to the conclusion. In the year 2018, hot topics, what were the hot topics in particular finance area that we have seen according to 6 issues of Journal of Finance in 2018. It is observed that the asset pricing and investment is at top with 12 papers, banking with 8 papers, corporate finance area with 6 papers, behavioral finance with 6 papers, high frequency finance with 4 papers, and real estate finance with 2 papers. With considering such type of considerations, we can have the particular differences. It is, I have adopted this analytics from one source and different approaches to the research that can have we, because area is one thing, but what is the approach to the particular research, that is again the next step. And that may be theoretical research, which is tough task, you know. It is very difficult than the applied or other research, you can say. That's theoretical research or existing models and new data, means replication that can be made, new insights to existing models, means extension you can make, additions you can make. Then unique data sets are available and you are doing on that research. Natural experiments are there, controlled experiments are there, inspiration from other disciplines, and empirical response to regulators' actions or industry practices. They may have the topics. So, approaches, different approaches to be given to the topics. So if we see if we want to publish your research, how we will think about it, because conducting is not only the thing, only getting finance is not the thing to be discussed, but how to publish and whether it is possible to publish in quality journals. That theoretical research is tough to publish because it is tough. Why? Because you have to give the new things by doing theoretical research. For example, you are writing review papers. So by making review, just what is done is not a paper, research paper, but you have to give what is the new areas to be explored on the basis of that review, or the different dimensions which can be having implication for businesses in future that you can give on the basis of review paper. And existing models and new data that can be having a replication, and it is very hard to publish because such type of papers are not accepted generally in quality journals. Then new insights to existing models. Such type of papers have potential to publish and needs convincing on flaws on existing models. If you have a definite analysis on what are the flaws of existing models, if you are telling or you are presenting, then it may have potential to publish. Unique data sets, if you have in the paper, then it highly publishable matter that can be, and it is providing a story which is relevant and implications are universal, then it is accepted. Then natural experiments also interesting area that may have, like top journals look for such type of papers, and India has advantages because what is with the diversity and cultural differences, the natural experiments in the business areas that may have, and controlled experiments, promising areas. These are used to test many cognitive anomalies, and also expertise required for this purpose, because in controlled experiments you are making this work. Inspiration from other disciplines means from a interdisciplinary approach. You can have the areas from sociology, psychology, logic, and other mathematics, electronics. You can have topics and you can explore them, as we have discussed different topics. Then empirical response to regulators' actions means, for example, SEBI, RBI, or IRDA. That likewise, regulators have different actions, and how the particular business sector is responding, industry practices which are to be taken in this respect. That empirical response to such things we can have in our paper. So that is also having possibility of publication and potential in that implication in the industry also. So you can have such type of research. And for this areas and topics, life experience, the sources for ideas and research problem, maybe life experiences, academic experiences. When you read the existing literature, you may find such. Then you can consult with the experts, like your supervisor, teacher, or employer, or any expert in the field, brainstorming, drawing mind map or relevance tree, or scanning various research projects, and exposure to field situation. That is very important. And you can have the discussion with the experts also, and you may find the topic what will be the new topic for conducting research. So do not repeat the topic. You try to identify innovative and new topic for your research. I wish you grand success for your topic and research in future. And now I am opening this forum for question answers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I request to all participants, please raise your hands. If you have any questions to ask Dr. Mahajan, sir.
Or you can put your question in chat box.
Sir, I think no doubt for anyone, sir. So can go for vote of thanks, sir.
Have any question from commerce and management teachers, or from other teachers even? Any question? Madam, you are not audible. I think madam is asking question.
No, sir, no. No raise hand, sir. Any raise.
So if there is no question, I will have 1 minute for thanking the organizers. I am thankful to Principal Dr. Rajmane sir and Coordinator of FDP Dr. A.K. Patil, Nagnath Bansode, and other faculty members for inviting me for this particular session. Actually, discussing the areas, different areas in the commerce and management is a big task, because discussing only the topic may not be interesting to all people, but the topics, how they are having interdisciplinary relevance and interdisciplinary perspective, that can be understood. And the collaborations between the social sciences and commerce and management, science and technology, that is possible with this perspective. So I think this session will be dedicated for such type of collaboration in future. So thank you organizers and HRDC Savitribai Phule Pune University for availing this opportunity. Thank you.
Mansoori sir, please proceed. Vote of
Okay,
thanks.
sir. I am here to propose vote of thanks. I am very much thankful to Dr. S.S. Mahajan sir for resourceful address on research areas in social science. Sir is deeply pointed out on some research areas like economics, politics, psychology, sociology, and science and technology, as well as sir is rightly highlighted some marketing strategies, advertising eras like old and new eras, as well as accounting and finance like auditing, taxation, as well as financial literacy at large size. Sir, as well as uh, highlighted human resource management aspects and areas of new uh, research in this field. Finally, sir rightly pointed out some recent trends in research, like hot topics like in 2018 in some slides. Then, sir highlighted some investment.
Hello sir, Mansoori sir, आवाज येत नाही तुमचा.
Deliver.
You are not.
I think this is the enough for our new trends, the new research areas. I assure that, sir, our participants are 100% beneficial to these new ideas in research. Then next one is I am very much thankful to active participants in this particular FDP. Then last one, I am very much thankful to organizers for giving me this kind of opportunities. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.